What's going on, my peoples? We got some great news. We have a approval for our second location that's here in Jupiter. We're going to be about 2 to 3 doors down. So I wanted to give you guys a behind the scenes what the gym is going to look like. We have just a shell now, which is just an open space. And we'll go through and we'll talk about, what are some of the pieces of equipment that we're going to put in. We're going to talk about the flooring, the flow of how we're going to perform and do our gym. And then what are some added features that we're going to have in there. And also, if you guys see it, you guys can also drop some comments and tell us, what are some things that we can add to as well. But we're excited about it. It should be happening in about anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks. So now it's just about the preparation of everything. Let me give you guys a look of our current space, and then we'll talk about some of the pieces of equipment that's going to be going out. This is our current space now. Working with 1,000 square footage. We've always done a great job here. We're about 8 trainers in. So typically we're not here all at the same time, but we do get in situations where if it is about 4 or 5 different trainers that's in here at one time with clientele, it can get a little bit busy. So we wanted to make sure that we jump on a space that could help us out with a little bit of, movement, functionality. And the other place is going to be more for machinery, and this place will be more so for the group and classes that we're going to be bringing in. So let's talk about some of the equipment that's going to be going over there. One is one of these hoist functional machines. It has the leg press, the quad extension, hamstring curls with the lat pull down. I like this machine, but that's going to be going on the other side. We are going to be bringing in the dumbbell rack. Actually, there's another one that we're going to invest in, something that's a little bit bigger, so we don't have to do too much movement. And we have the seated functional cable cord machine. I like this one just because you can do the seated rows along with a seated chest press too as well. So it's a half weight, so you don't get the 2-sided stack. You get the 1-sided, so the weight that it shows on there goes by kilograms. So it's a little bit lighter, but it works great. We're gonna be bringing over the ski erg machine. That's gonna be one of them. We got some medicine balls that's gonna be coming over too as well. We're leaving the slam balls only because we have a concrete wall just on this side. On the other unit, we don't have that concrete wall, so the slam balls are gonna stay over here, which is great because we can bring in some classes for that too as well. We have our captain's chair, which is just our dip, pull up, and hip flexor exercises, which you can do some knee raises on that too as well. We are going to be bringing over 3 forms of cardio. The Stairmaster, more so for our athletes. This is more of a performance treadmill. You can do a lot of things as far as speed, acceleration drills with this. So I think we're going to keep that here, and we are going to invest into another treadmill for the other side. And we have another squat rack that we're going to bring over as well. I think it's through Rogue, but we are bringing this Inspire functional cable cord machine too. Now, the other tough part is the flooring. We could get the horse mat stalls, or the horse stall mats, however you say it. This was a flooring, I believe that was from Fitness Johnson and Wellness, but all it is you can pull it up. It's a heavy duty, so once you drop it, it stays. That doesn't move at all. So that's one we could bring in. Or we could bring in the actual flooring that we have to come in and lay it out and cut it all up, which I think I want to invest in that next. I want to improve in everything here. The turf in itself, this turf is going to stay here. We're not going to have turf on the other side. That's going to be more for our machinery, but we may do like a rug setting just in the middle. It'll be a small area. I'll show some pictures, just kind of get an idea of kind of what I'm thinking and what can help with it. That way, if people are in the middle, we don't have to worry too much, and they still have that flooring. If they want to lay down and do floor movements, they can do so. Mirrors will go in. We got mats. We can be able to put some things on the wall and have some resistance too while using some of the bands. So there's a few different ideas that we have that I think is going to be a great couple of additions that we're working on. So that's been more so our game plan right now. Everything has just been pen and paper right now on all notes, trying to figure out what piece of equipment will be helpful. The other place is, so this place is 1,000 square footage. That place will be 950 square footage, and it has a little bit of a back area which we're gonna be bringing in some recovery. Looking at the infrared sauna, some Normatec compression boots, which is great for recovery. Possibly a cold plunge. We're still playing around with different things and seeing what kind of brand we would like to bring in. Of course, you have the well-known cold plunge. You have the Orica cold plunge, which are great, and I think they're also portable, so that helps a lot too as well. We do have a garage in the back, so if we can have something that moves a little bit, it will be a plus for us. And we may bring in one more other thing, but just putting everything in pen to paper, we just still have to, get out some measurements, bring all the equipment in, and then kind of seeing how we flow first before we start adding a lot of recovery. But recovery will be there, so that is the added plus. That is the added addition that we will like. So in the meantime, we'll go from a week-to-week series of some of the things that we're going to be adding for the installation, and we'll get some of your feedback. So stay tuned with us. We appreciate all your support, and we'll give you updates as much as we can, or if I remember, but I'm sure my wife will let me. She'll make sure I remember. So stay tuned.